Welcome back. A group of social media companies led by Elon Musk's X are suing an advertising trade group for what they're calling an illegal boycott. One of those companies joining the lawsuit is online video sharing platform Rumble, one of YouTube's largest competitors. Their CEO, Chris Pavlovski, joins us now. Chris, explain to me in layman's terms what this is all about. It gets a little complicated and in the weeds, but from your perspective, what is at issue here?
Thanks for having me on. What's happening right now? I guess the simplest way to put it, if you're an advertiser and you don't want to advertise on Rumble or X, that's totally fine. You have the option to do that. But the problem happens when you have a consortium or a group like the World Federation of Advertisers, or in their group that they created called GARM, which then assembles all these advertisers and agencies, which creates a huge amount of power for these for GARM to basically instruct these companies on whether or not and how they want to deploy brand safety standards. So what happens here is once you have a huge consortium that creates a monopoly across all the big ad budgets that dictate a brand safety standard, they then can now discriminate against certain voices on other platforms. If they don't like what some speech might happen on Rumble or X, they can say, we're not going to touch that, which then causes advertising rates to go higher because now they're only accessing a certain portion of the market, and then drives higher prices for their shareholders and their brands. This harms the advertisers, the shareholders. It creates higher fees for the agencies, and also harms Rumble creators and Rumble viewers in the Rumble platform.
Chris, I get why you don't like it, and I think it's foolish for these companies to avoid platforms like Rumble or X, but I don't understand how it's illegal. Tell me why this is a legal issue.
Yeah, so when you have a monopoly and you create a monopoly by assembling all this power and control to dictate a certain standard of how you're going to spend that money, that's not a free market. The Sherman Act does not allow that. So that's illegal. There's different rules and standards when you're a monopoly. And what the World Federation of Advertisers has done is they created a monopoly to basically tell a monopoly to tell all these advertisers how they should spend money based on certain speech. So you can't use the First Amendment in a way by having a monopoly to dictate how you're going to deploy funds. This is harmful to their advertisers. It's harmful to the Rumble creators, and it's basically there's a completely different set of rules when you're a monopoly, and that's how you have to look at this. They've monopolized the ad budgets.
Speaking of monopolies, the landmark antitrust case that we were looking at, I believe it was on Monday, is the big DOJ's case against Google, really effectively calling them a monopoly in that ruling. And sort of the next part of that case is determining if Google has to be broken up or if there's some other remedy. You've also been in fights with Google as well. How are you thinking about the way that that case does or does not impact your case with Google?
So we have two antitrust cases with Google. The first case which we filed in 2021 survived motions to dismiss by Google. Google tried to dismiss the case. The judge denied all their assertions, and that's in discovery. And that's with respect to search preferencing and mobile apps. And it's very similar in many ways to the current DOJ ruling that we saw just the other day. Basically, what Google is doing, they have a monopoly as well, and by having monopoly, they're using their power both in search and in the DOJ case, as we saw, by pre-installing their mobile apps and defaulting their mobile apps on devices. Is a major concern. This is very anti-competitive behavior that's not allowed. Once again, when you're a monopoly, you cannot do this. You have to you run by a different set of rules, because now you have more you're basically destroying the free market when you're a monopoly and you abuse your power. So what we've done is we've sued them both on the mobile apps and the search preferencing, which is deep in discovery right now. And earlier this year, we also went after them for antitrust on the advertising business. So we have two separate suits, one in the ad business with respect to Google and them there, and one in the search and mobile apps side of their business.
A lot going on. Thank you for breaking it down for us and for fighting the fight, because really at the end of the day, these kinds of suits come down to exposing the activity, I think, Chris, that most consumers don't understand is going on behind the scenes, and it has such a big impact on the messaging. So we appreciate your time and that you could join us today. Thanks.
Thank you very much for having me.